Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So lots of action today. It's sort of calmed down now a little bit. So I just wanted to zoom out first just to show you the bigger picture here. We obviously, with today's price action, I have brought the bullish scenario onto the chart, which is the blue one. We've been talking about it for the last few weeks already, and we highlighted that, of course, a low could be in, but it would need to prove itself. So it's obviously just at the moment just in blue, basically the roadmap, what we need to see to confirm that a low has been made, a lasting low, on the 17th of August. At the moment, this would have to work out as a diagonal structure. Basically, the idea would be that a wave 2 bottomed here. Yeah, that wave 2 bottomed. Actually, it would have to be in a WXY, not an ABC. Let me just put that onto the chart, because I did explain to you before that if really here the low was in on the 17th of August, it would have to be in a WXY structure. So this is the blue count. That's the more direct bullish breakout wave count. In this scenario, the low has been made in this wave 2 in a WXY structure. That's possible because in a Y wave then we just had an ABC structure and complete. But you cannot make typically a WXY the primary scenario because it's just not the perfect pattern. And in most cases, you would expect an ABC. Now, that ABC is certainly not working out because price moved to high today. If you watched the previous videos, you know that we explored the idea that this would be a wave 4 pullback, but it's gone a little bit too high. So it is, in the best case now, a WXY structure, the wave 2 bottomed, and we're now in a third wave rally. This would be the bullish direct breakout wave count, but to really believe it, there are a few things we need to see. We need to see price now move up in 5 waves, come down in 3 waves. After the 5-wave move up, we can formulate a support area for a pullback in a wave 2. And if we look at the microstructure, this would only work as a diagonal. And in the diagonal structure, we need to see, I just need to think and not to make a mistake, price hold a certain support level. So, and that support is at the moment between $27,100 and $26,440. Ideally, it only comes back to 27,100 roughly. And ideally, not deeper than 26,440, because any pullback in a wave 4 that goes deeper than the 61.8 retracement is not reliable. In simple words, that means that a break below that level would most likely mean that this blue wave count, which is the bullish one, isn't going to work out. So what is the fallback scenario? The fallback scenario, based on latest price action, because price pushed a little bit above resistance, it would have to be as follows. We would have to say that the move down was an A wave, the move up here is a B wave, and the move down would follow in a C wave. Basically, this green wave count, I showed you that before, the green wave count would simply assume that this Y wave is getting an extension. So the ABC in green is the Y wave. So there's 2 scenarios in the bullish world here. Either we have a WXY like that, or we have a WXY like that, okay? And the green shows the extension, the subwaves within the blue wave, within the blue Y wave. I hope that makes sense. In that scenario, we only have 3 waves up so far. So again, it's either now the blue wave count, and I really hope it is, because if it's not, and the rally now is a B wave, then the C wave will most likely come down quite deep. what would be the Fibonacci projections for the C wave to the downside? So in green, yeah. So if 26,440 breaks to the downside, what are the targets? So the absolute, so assuming it is topped, and I don't have any confirmation for that at this stage, but assuming it has, the absolute minimum target would be 24K. We talked about 24K before, but it's the absolute minimum. This is the 61.8 extension. It would be an extremely short C wave. Not reliable, but a level to watch. 24K, a level to watch. Then I've got here 22K still, 78.6 retracement. It's sort of within that range. It's a key Fib level to watch. Then the 1-to-1 ratio is 21,560. And then we've got 20K. Yeah, so it can come down certainly lower. The real target we will be able to determine based on the subwaves. But certainly the 1-to-1 ratio is a level to watch. 21,560. And I mean, possibly lower, right? I mean, that's the thing. What I warned about in the previous video. It depends on how high the B wave really goes. So I can't really confirm a target at this stage. But I think it may go sort of into the region here around, well, at best 24K, but I think this is very optimistic. So it would likely be lower. 22K, possibly lower. Maybe even down to 18K or something. 20K, by the way, is here key support that we had back in March 23. Possibly a bit lower. The reason I say that is I think due to that pump today. So first of all, a few reasons why I think if this really is the green wave count and if the orange support area I showed you there breaks, the reason I think we can come down quite low now, which I didn't necessarily think before, but the situation has changed on the chart, is that this is a wave B now instead of what it was a wave 4 before. It went a little bit too high. So it has to be a B wave. So the projections to the downside are different. That's one thing. And they point towards a deeper retracement potentially. Also, a lot of people will have chased today with a lot of leverage. So if they are liquidated, it's a liquidation event, okay? Just imagine lots of stops below that low and also the low of the 14th of June. So just look at the adjusted wave count ABC, look at the RSI, which has come down quite a lot today, which has a lot of space to the downside, and just look at the liquidations that could happen. And it could just get a flash crash to sort of 18 to 20K, I think. So just sort of what I see at the moment, call it intuition, but it depends on if the golden ratio there, the 26,440 level holds. It's all a bit too early because we need to see how now the trading over the next few days develops, the charts, yeah. It really all depends on if the bulls can generate 5 waves up. Unfortunately, it's not in an impulse. It would have to be a diagonal structure in the blue wave count, because it can't be impulsive, not with that structure. So yeah, in a diagonal, the Fibonacci retracements are less reliable, but we always give them a bit more space in a diagonal. So let's see if it works out. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.